Now, in the build-up to Nelson Mandela Day tomorrow, our SABC News international reporter Khayelihle Khumalo is currently with Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture Gayton McKenzie in the lead-up to the Nelson Mandela Day Concert in London. Now, he joins us from the build-up exhibition. Kaya, I saw your conversation earlier, and you were talking to some of the South African artists, and quite an exciting initiative. Now, talk to us about what we can expect, as well as some of the artists who will be leading the concert.
Well, certainly, Lubang, it is a very iconic moment here in the British capital, London. So when you talk about the anti-apartheid movement, really, this was the epicenter where so many people really were calling for apartheid regime to fall. So for South African authorities as well, through the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture and Tourism as well, and many other entities as well. So it is a moment of gratitude that is being expressed to so many people who supported South Africans during the dark days. But like you've just alluded, tomorrow is going to be an absolutely fantastic day. That's concerts where quite a number of luminaries from South African musical fraternity will be performing. But joining us now is a custodian of South Africa's heritage and culture, Minister McKenzie, responsible for sports, art and culture. So, Minister McKenzie, I mean, we're just looking at this exhibition. I mean, very, very formidable, so poignant, because really looking at the life and times of the global icon Nelson Mandela, so representative of every facet of his life, the significance of tonight.
Well, tonight really has got very deep, very emotional significance, not only for us, but you saw some of the people when I was speaking were crying when I thanked them for the role that they've played. The anti-apartheid movement, as you said, this was the epicenter. Monies was given here from teachers, from railway workers, from blue-collar workers for our struggle. They would contribute, they would buy T-shirts, they would print T-shirts. And today we brought the John Mayer paintings here. But we came to say thank you. We came to say to them that Mandela's teaching still lives in us as a country. We came to tell them we are not a genocidal country. We came to tell them we are not a xenophobic country. We came to tell them that what they invested in us through agitation and picketing, it wasn't in vain. It was for a people that are not where they want to be. But we are not where we used to be. We are people on the move. We are South Africans. We are a great country.
And obviously, Minister, like you say, that you came to convey a very, very important message, given the challenges that you face. Do you think it was well received? I mean, it was a room packed to the rafters, so I would imagine that your messaging was well received, as it were.
Well, I'm going to tell you two things. People were clapping throughout. My staff had to drag me away from them to bring me to you, Your Excellency, for this interview.
Such an honor.
Yeah. But just to show you how the people are still waiting for me, but not waiting for me, they're waiting for the message or coming from South Africa. I want to say to South Africans that we've represented you well in the UK. Tomorrow we are celebrating Tata Madiba's birthday. But I also have to say that there would have not been a Nelson Mandela without the Winnie Nomzamo Madikizela Mandela. She played a pivotal role. She kept the home fires burning in the true sense of the word. And today, we are not only celebrating Tata Madiba, we are also celebrating Mam Winnie. Because Mam Winnie was Mbogoto. She was keeping the home fires burning.
And obviously, Minister, before I let it go, a very important day. I mean, it's a UN recognized day all over the world for people to commit to wonderful things. And I would imagine even well beyond the 18th of July. But your overriding message to the world, to the people, especially given the challenges that you face, not only in South Africa, but all over the world, including right here in the UK.
Well, you know, my message today was a message of thank you, a message of gratitude, a message of appreciation. But my message to them was I was just a conveyor of a message from my country to say thank you. But I think the overriding message, as you ask, should be to everybody, whether you are in Pakistan, whether you are in India, whether you are in China, whether you are in Uganda, or in Zambia, the overriding message is find the Mandela in you. Find the Mandela in you. We should all find the Mandelas in us, and we can all put that together, and we can build a socially cohesive world. Thank you.
Right, Minister, thank you so much indeed for those remarks. And, you know, you look at Nelson Mandela's words that he uttered right here in the UK. He said, it's right in your hands to eradicate poverty, to deal with those pressing global challenges. I mean, you've had the message as well from the UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, saying that he was a towering figure, really fighting really for equality, but also championing the whole issue, really just calling on the world to make sure that we see those reforms when it comes to the international financial institutions. A very key message for South Africa's G20. So, Lobang, is going to be a very interesting time here in the United Kingdom. So certainly looking forward to tomorrow at Trafalgar Square. That's where it's going to be really a main center with South African artists from Sankey to Jesse Clegg to Zex Bantwini. So the list goes on and on. So, and we'll certainly be there to make sure that you get all the comprehensive coverage. So with that, back to you in Johannesburg in South Africa.
Kaya, before I let you go, I mean, you've seen some of the beautiful exhibition there behind you. I don't know if you and Stelo could give us a bit of a glimpse as to what you guys have seen, the beauty of it all.
Well, absolutely, Lubang. It is a very poignant exhibition here, really just chronicling the life and times of Nelson Mandela. It goes back all the way to 1918 in Ekunu. And I'm really just going to ask my colleague here with me, Stelo Khanula, to make sure if he's able to give you a glimpse of what is really behind us. But these are incredibly powerful images of Nelson Mandela. I mean, Nelson Mandela as a negotiator, making sure that South Africa is a democratic state. Nelson Mandela is a boxer. I mean, I've seen the portrait where Madiba was in the ring, but you also do have the images, Lobang, of Madiba, the capture sites in Howick in KwaZulu-Natal, where he was captured. But also those moments, the Ravona trial as well, well documented here. But also Madiba as a father, as a man who was really fond of education as well, because you do have some images, Lobang, where Madiba was surrounded by the children at the Union buildings. We know the passion that he had for education and also for the children to be given really unwavering support in whatever initiatives that they really wanted to pursue. And also Nelson Mandela, who was a statesman, a global icon. Some of the images with the former US President Bill Clinton. So it's a very comprehensive exhibition by one of the formidable artists from South Africa, Mr. John Meyer, really having Madiba's life well curated here at the University of East London here in the British capital, London.
Kaya, thank you so much for your time. Quite exhilarating stuff. And I really hope you have some fun tomorrow. And as well as those artists who will be representing South Africa and what it stands for on Mandela Day, rather, at that concert in London tomorrow.